Hi, guys. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. How are you today? Today's Wednesday, and today we are going to continue from where we stopped last Monday, right? And what I have for you today, just in case you've just started following us, just in case this is your first session, is all about milk. Milk. Okay. But first, and we always do that, and I really, really would love you to join me doing this and make sure you do this every day before you start teaching. Your voice needs it, your body needs it. So let's go with me to do our warm up. Okay? So first, relax your shoulders, back, up and down, up and down. Forward as well. There we go. Good, good, good. And you can also use this with your students, right? Before you start your lessons. And you go, no, 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 no. And you go, maybe, 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 maybe. You go, yes. Yes. Be careful. Be gentle. Yes. With yourself, okay? Right. Okay. Now we massage our jaw. And our necks. Okay. Oh, I always find this spot here hurts a little bit. It's good to know where it's hurting. Then you can work on it. Okay. Nice warm shower. Right. Okay. Finish that. Unvoiced. So we're going to do breathe in. And when you breathe out, you do. Okay? Like a cat purring. Forget everything you have to do. This is, 10 seconds for you to dedicate to yourself. Feel the vibration. There you go. It doesn't hurt, does it? It's great, easy. Now, next one. Like that. Two more. Come on, don't stop. One more. Not too loud, so you don't force it too much, okay? And finally, humming and chewing. Moisture your lips first, maybe some water. Drink as much water as you possibly can during your day and go. to 5 times, okay? That's it. That's all. That's all. Let's go back. Let's go. Right, today, back to milk, huh? Milk. It's dramatic, but that's how it should be said, okay? Milk. Not milk, milk, right? So, what I have here for you is which type of milk is best for you. And today, yes, we're going to watch the video. Are you ready? Now, first thing, have a look at these questions. Not questions, they are statements. You're supposed to tell me if they are true or false based on the video you're about to watch. Okay, so have a look. Most plant-based milks have less carbohydrates than dairy milk. Dairy milk, cow's milk. Okay, now what do you think before watching the video? And that really helps you to watch, focus on answering the questions. If you predict the answers, right? So most plant-based milks have less carbohydrates than dairy milk. Less carbohydrates, less sugar. Yes or no? What do you think? Right. Then plant-based milks have more good fats than milk. Okay, I don't know. Let's watch and see. Vitamin D occurs, that's a difficult word, huh? I hope I'm saying it right. Occurs naturally in most plant-based milks. Then number 4, almond and oat milk. Oat, if you were not here last class, oat is aveia in Portuguese. Oat milk are higher in protein than dairy milk. Soy milk has as much protein as cow's milk. There isn't much potassium in soy milk, soy or soya. Any of the 4 milks is nutritious enough to be part of a balanced diet. And 8, usually the milk that's best for you is most harmful for the planet. Harmful, negative, the opposite of beneficial. Okay, now I'll give you another minute to go through the statements because when someone is reading out loud, it's hard to concentrate, right? Off you go. Oh, yes. Okay. So now I'm going to leave these questions, these statements here, so it's easier for you, right? But just before we start, read this. It's a joke, right? Did some cattleman once say, "Oh man, I can't wait till them calves are done so I can get me a hit of that stuff." Talking about milk, right? Okay. Let's keep going then. Enjoy. Sorry guys, my fault.
If you go to the store in search of milk, there are a dizzying number of products to choose from. There's dairy milk, but also plant-based products. To turn a plant into something resembling milk, it must be either soaked, drained, rinsed, and milled into a thick paste, or dried and milled into flour. The plant paste or flour is then fortified with vitamins and minerals, flavored, and diluted with water. The result is a barrage of options that share many of the qualities of animal milk. So which milk is actually best for you? Let's dive into some of the most popular milks: dairy, almond, soy, or oat. A 250 milliliter glass of cow's milk contains 8 grams of protein, 12 grams of carbohydrates, and 2 to 8 grams of fat, depending on if it's skim, reduced fat, or whole. That's approximately 15% the daily protein an average adult needs, roughly 10% the carbohydrates, and 2 to 15% the fat. Most plant-based milks have less carbohydrates than dairy milk. They also have less fat, but more of what's often called good fats. Meanwhile, the healthy nutrients vitamin D and calcium found in dairy milk don't occur naturally in most plant-based milks. Looking more closely at our plant-based milks, both almond and oat are low in protein compared to dairy. But while almond milk has the least nutrients of the 4, oat milk is full of beta-glucans, a healthy type of fiber. It also has a lot of carbohydrates compared to other plant milks, sometimes as much as dairy milk. Soy milk, meanwhile, has as much protein as cow's milk and is also a great source of potassium. Soybeans contain isoflavone, which people used to think might trigger hormonal imbalances by mimicking the function of estrogen. But ultimately, soy milk contains very small amounts of isoflavones, which have a much weaker effect on our bodies than estrogen. Depending on individual circumstances, one of these milks may be the clear winner. If you're lactose intolerant, then the plant-based milks pull ahead, while if you're allergic to nuts, almond milk is out. For people who don't have access to a wide and varied diet, dairy milk can be the most efficient way to get these nutrients. But all else being equal, any one of these 4 milks is nutritious enough to be part of a balanced diet. That's why for many people, the milk that's best for you is actually the milk that's best for the planet.
Okay. So let's have a look. You need more time? Maybe? Okay, let's go one by one. Most plant-based milks have less carbohydrates than dairy milk. True or false? It's actually true. They said that. Plant-based milks have more good fats than milk, like cow's milk. It's true as well. Vitamin D occurs naturally in most plant-based milks. Is that true? It's not, it's false. Almond and oat milk are higher in protein than dairy milk. It's false. They got pretty much the same, right? Soy milk has as much protein as cow's milk. Yeah, exactly. And then there isn't much potassium in soy milk. It's false. Next one. Any of the 4 milks is nutritious enough to be part of a balanced diet. True. And usually the milk that's best for you is most harmful for the planet. It's a difficult question. That is false. Best one for you is the best for the planet as well, of course. Now let's go. Choose the correct option A, B, or C to complete the sentences. Have a look. I'm going to leave them here for you. Shall I put some music on? Yeah? I'll do that. Music. Go. Okay, now you can. Right, I'll stop here because maybe you're thinking, well, I don't remember seeing that on the video. It's because it's the second part of the video. So first we are predicting, okay? It makes a lot of sense. You see with your students, if you predict the answers first, guess, and then you check watching the video, right? So let's go to the second one, because then you can predict the next one as well. Can I do that here? Right? Oh, one more. Soybean. It takes about blah blah liters of water to produce 1 glass of cow's milk. How have I missed this one? What do you think? 40, 80, or 120? You see. Now, I've got a few more questions here for you to predict. But they want to give you the answers already. Now, have a look. It takes more than blah blah liters of water to produce 1 glass of almond milk. It takes about blah blah liters of water to produce 1 glass of oat or soy milk. 1 glass of plant-based milk creates about blah blah grams of greenhouse gas emissions. I think that's it. Yeah, one more. 1 glass of dairy milk creates over blah blah grams of greenhouse gas emissions. Shall I give you some time? Yeah, I'll give you some time. Okay, let's have a look. Maybe that was enough. Okay, now we're going to watch the second part of the video and confirm or correct our answers. Okay, let's see if you remember. Again, I'm going to leave the questions here so you can fill the gaps. Okay, now look guys, this is the way I usually teach adults, but feel free to change and to send me suggestions, okay? If you feel I should do in any different way. I love suggestions. I love when we collaborate, it really helps me, okay? Thank you. Let's go.
So which uses the fewest resources and produces the least pollution? It takes almost 4 square kilometers to produce just 1 glass of cow's milk, land use that drives deforestation and habitat destruction. Most of that is land the cows live on, and some is used to grow their feed. Many cows eat soybeans and oats. It takes much less land to grow the oats or soybeans for milk than it does to feed a dairy cow, only about 1/4 square kilometer per glass. Almond milk has similar land use, but where that land is also matters. Soybean farms are a major driver of deforestation, while oat and almond farms aren't. Making milk uses water every step of the way, but it's the farming stage where big differences emerge. Dairy milk uses the most water, about 120 liters per glass, mostly to water cows and grow their food. Almonds take second place, at more than 70 liters of water per glass. Most of that water is used to grow almond trees, which take years of watering before they start producing almonds. The trees must be watered consistently or they die, while many other crops can be left fallow and still produce later. All told, soy and oats require less water to grow, only about 5 to 10 liters per glass of milk. Milk production generates some greenhouse gas emissions, about 0.1 to 0.2 kilograms per glass for the plant-based milks. But for dairy milk, the cows themselves also produce emissions by burping and farting out large quantities of the gas methane. Overall, each glass of dairy milk contributes over 0.5 kilogram of greenhouse gas emissions. So while depending on your dietary needs, any one of these milks may be a good fit, in terms of the health of our planet, there's a strong case for choosing plant-based milks, particularly oat or soy milk.
Okay. Do you think one viewing is enough? Well, you can always stop the video, watch it again. We are going to go ahead, okay? Let's go. It takes almost 4 square kilometers of land to produce just 1 glass of cow's milk. Oh my God. Isn't that a bit scary? It takes similar amount, a lot less, a lot more land to produce 1 glass of oat or soy, a lot less. Well done if you've got this right. Farms producing blah blah are a major driver of deforestation. Soy. Yeah, Brazil is a huge producer of soya. It takes about blah blah liters of water to produce 1 glass, 120 liters of water to produce 1 glass of cow's milk. Okay, it goes the water the cow drinks, the water it takes to produce its food. Okay. Now, it takes more than 70 liters of water to produce 1 glass of almond milk. It takes about 5 to 10 liters of water to produce 1 glass of oat or soy milk. Much less, huh? Fewer glasses. 1 glass of plant-based milk creates about 100 to 200 grams of greenhouse gas emissions. And 1 glass of dairy milk creates over 0.5 kilogram of greenhouse gas emissions. Surprised? Yeah, I'm quite surprised with all that. What, if any, information surprised you in the video? Leave your comments, okay? I want to know. Plant-based milks are sold as healthy, ecological options. What other healthy, ecological food products are popular? Can you think of any? Organic vegetables, maybe? Food products. Okay. I can't think of anything right now. Can you? Okay. Are you going to change your milk drinking habits after watching the video? What do you think? I have. What are the most important considerations when it comes to buying food products? And what are the best ways of ensuring a healthy, balanced diet? Personal questions, personal answers here. Feel free to send them to me, okay? And that's pretty much it. Let's see what else we have. Time for some project work. You can do that with your students. Of course, unfortunately, we are not able to do this. Right. Okay. We are going to leave it at this. Okay. Make sure you revise the vocabulary you've learned here today and on Monday. Okay, this can be very, very useful. And feel free to go to ESL Brain and have a look. They have a lot of free lessons that you can use with your students online, or you can print everything as well. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Have a lovely weekend. Check our YouTube channel. We have a lot of videos coming out every day, right? Every day we have something new for you. Okay, let's study together and keep going. Thank you. Mwah. See you soon.